The next phrase is be getting at something. Be getting at something means to be trying to say something, be implying something. I'm not sure what you're getting at with all these questions. This means I don't understand the point you're trying to make with these questions. She was getting at the idea that we need more time. This means she was indirectly suggesting that we need more time. What are you getting at with that comment? This means what point are you trying to make with your comment? The next phrase is be glad of something. Be glad of something means to be thankful or pleased about something. I'm glad of your help with the project. This means I'm thankful for your help with the project. She was glad of the extra time to finish her work. This means she was happy to have more time to complete her work. He's glad of the support from his friends during tough times. And this means he appreciates the support his friends gave him. The next phrase is be good company. Be good company means to be enjoyable to be with or to be pleasant in social situations. She's always good company at parties. This means she is fun and pleasant to be around at parties. He's good company for a long trip. This means he is enjoyable to spend time with during a long trip. They are good company when you need to relax and talk. This means they are pleasant to be with when you want to chat and unwind. The next phrase is be in a position to do something. Be in a position to do something means to be able or have the opportunity to do something. She is in a position to offer a promotion to the team. This means she has the authority or ability to give a promotion to the team. They are in a position to help you with your project. This means they have the resources or ability to help you with your project. I'm not in a position to make that decision right now. This means I don't have the authority or ability to make that decision at the moment. The next phrase is be in luck. Be in luck means to be fortunate or to have something good happen by chance. We're in luck. There's a table available at the restaurant. This means we are lucky because a table is available at the restaurant. He must be in luck to find such a rare book. This means he's lucky to find a rare book. You're in luck. The shop has just what you need. This means you are lucky because the shop has exactly what you're looking for. The next phrase is be in position. Be in position means to be ready or prepared to take action or to be in the right place. The team is in position to start the game. This means the team is ready to begin the game. He was in position to catch the ball. This means he was in the right place to catch the ball. The actors are in position for the scene to start. This means the actors are ready and in the right place to begin the scene. The next phrase is be in somebody's hands. Be in somebody's hands means to be under someone's control or responsibility. The success of the project is now in your hands. This means it is your responsibility to make the project successful. The decision is in her hands now, and this means she has the power to make the decision. Our future is in the hands of the government. This means the government has control over what happens next. The next phrase is be in somebody's interest. Be in somebody's interest means something is beneficial or good for someone. It's in your best interest to stay calm during the meeting. This means staying calm will benefit you during the meeting. It's in their interest to improve customer service. This means improving customer service will benefit them. The decision to invest in education is in the country's interest. This means investing in education will benefit the country. The next phrase is be in the public eye. Be in the public eye means to be well known and constantly observed by the public. The politician has been in the public eye for many years. This means the politician has been widely known and observed for a long time. Celebrities are often in the public eye, especially on social media. This means celebrities are often well known and constantly followed by the public. She dislikes being in the public eye, so she keeps a low profile. This means she doesn't like to be seen or observed by the public. The next phrase is be in two minds. Be in two minds means to be unsure or undecided about something. I'm in two minds about going to the party tonight. This means I can't decide whether to go to the party or not. She was in two minds about accepting the job offer. This means she wasn't sure whether to accept the job offer. They're in two minds about moving to a new city. This means they are undecided about whether to move to a new city. The next phrase is be inclined to think. Be inclined to think means to believe or have a tendency to think something. I'm inclined to think he will be late to the meeting. This means I believe or suspect that he will be late to the meeting. She's inclined to think that the new policy will succeed. This means she believes that the new policy will be successful. They're inclined to think the project will be finished by next month. This means they believe the project will be completed by next month. The next phrase is be inclined to believe. Be inclined to believe means to feel that something is probably true or likely. I'm inclined to believe that she's telling the truth. This means I think it's likely that she's telling the truth. He's inclined to believe that the problem will resolve itself. This means he thinks it's likely that the problem will get solved on its own. They're inclined to believe the new system will improve efficiency. This means they think it's likely the new system will make things more efficient. The next phrase is be inclined to agree. Be inclined to agree means to be likely to agree with something or someone. I'm inclined to agree with your opinion about the movie. This means I'm likely to agree with what you said about the movie. She's inclined to agree with the changes in the plan. This means she is likely to agree with the proposed changes. They are inclined to agree that the meeting should be postponed. This means they're likely to agree that the meeting should be moved to another time. The next phrase is be intended for. Be intended for means to be meant or designed for a particular purpose or person. This gift is intended for you. This means the gift was meant for you specifically. The new software is intended for professional use. This means the software is designed for professionals to use. This article is intended for beginners who want to learn photography. This means the article is meant for people who are just starting to learn photography. The next phrase is be key to something. Be key to something means to be very important or essential for something to succeed. Good communication is key to a successful relationship. This means that good communication is very important for the success of a relationship. She is key to the success of the project. This means she is very important for the project's success. Technology is key to improving education. This means technology plays an essential role in improving education. The next phrase is be known to do something. Be known to do something means to be famous or recognized for doing a particular thing. He is known to help others in need. This means he is recognized for his acts of kindness. The actor is known to donate to charity. This means the actor is famous for giving money to charity. She's known to speak her mind at meetings. This means she is recognized for being open and honest in meetings. The next phrase is be lacking in something. Be lacking in something means to not have enough of something or to be missing something important. The project is lacking in resources. This means the project doesn't have enough resources. The plan is lacking in detail. This means the plan is missing important details. His presentation was lacking in energy. This means his presentation did not have enough energy. The next phrase is be lost without somebody. Be lost without somebody means to feel helpless or unable to function without a particular person. I would be lost without my best friend. This means I would feel helpless or incomplete without my best friend. She would be lost without her mentor. This means she would feel lost or unsupported without her mentor. He'd be lost without his team. This means he wouldn't know what to do without the help of his team. The next phrase is be lost without something. Be lost without something means to feel helpless or unable to manage without a particular thing. I'd be lost without my phone. This means I would feel helpless or unable to manage without my phone. He's lost without his coffee in the morning. This means he feels incomplete or not ready to start the day without coffee. She'd be lost without her planner to keep her organized. This means she wouldn't know how to manage her tasks without her planner. The next phrase is be meant for somebody. Be meant for somebody means to be specially designed or intended for a particular person. This job is meant for someone with strong leadership skills. This means the job is specially suited for someone who can lead well. The book is meant for young readers. This means the book is intended for children or teenagers. The movie is meant for adults only. This means the movie is intended for an adult audience. The next phrase is be meant for something. Be meant for something means to be intended or designed for a particular purpose. This software is meant for graphic designers. This means the software is specially designed for graphic designers to use. This tool is meant for cutting wood. This means the tool is designed specifically for cutting wood. The equipment is meant for outdoor activities. This means the equipment is designed for use in outdoor settings. The next phrase is be on a committee. Be on a committee means to be a member of a group that makes decisions or discusses specific matters. She is on the committee that plans the event. This means she is a member of the group that organizes the event. He was on the committee that reviewed the proposals. This means he was part of the group that examined the proposals. They are on a committee to improve community services. This means they are members of a group that works on improving services in the community. The next phrase is be on a panel. Be on a panel means to be a member of a group of people who discuss or judge something publicly. She was on a panel to discuss climate change. This means she was part of a group that talked about climate change. He's on a panel for the film festival. This means he is a member of the group that judges films in the festival. The experts are on a panel to answer questions about the new technology. This means the experts are part of a group that answers questions about the new technology. The next phrase is be on the ball. Be on the ball means to be alert, quick to understand, or capable of handling situations well. She's really on the ball with her work. This means she is very capable and efficient at her work. He was on the ball during the meeting and caught every mistake. This means he was quick to notice errors during the meeting. You need to be on the ball if you want to pass the test. This means you need to be alert and pay attention to succeed in the test. The next phrase is be opposed to something. Be opposed to something means to disagree with or be against something. They are opposed to the new law. This means they do not agree with or support the new law. She is opposed to making changes to the policy. This means she disagrees with making changes to the policy. The community is opposed to the construction of the new building. This means the community does not support the building project. The next phrase is be populated. Be populated means to have people living in or occupying a place. The town is populated with over 10,000 people. This means there are more than 10,000 people living in the town. This area is densely populated. This means there are many people living in this area. The island is sparsely populated. This means there are only a few people living on the island. The next phrase is be satisfied that. Be satisfied, that means to feel content or confident that something is true or has been done correctly. I am satisfied that the work has been completed. This means I feel content that the work is finished. She was satisfied that the problem was solved. This means she was content and confident that the issue was resolved. They were satisfied that the project met the requirements. This means they felt that the project fulfilled the necessary standards. The next phrase is be suited to for something. Be suited to for something means to be appropriate or well-matched for a particular task, role, or purpose. She is suited to this job because of her experience. This means she is well qualified for this job because of her background. He's suited for a career in medicine. This means he is well matched for working in medicine. This course is suited to beginners who want to learn basic programming. This means the course is appropriate for people who are just starting to learn programming. The next phrase is be sure to do something. Be sure to do something means to make certain or ensure that something is done. Be sure to lock the door before you leave. This means make sure that you lock the door before you go. She is sure to win the competition. This means she is certain to win the competition. Be sure to check your work for mistakes. This means make sure you review your work carefully for errors. The next phrase is be to blame. Be to blame means to be responsible for something bad or wrong that happened. He is to blame for the accident. This means he is responsible for causing the accident. She was to blame for the delay in the project. This means she is responsible for the delay in the project. They are to blame for the miscommunication. This means they are responsible for the misunderstanding. The next phrase is be unique to somebody, something. Be unique to somebody, something means to be special or exclusive to that person or thing. The tradition is unique to their culture. This means the tradition is special and specific to their culture. This style of painting is unique to the artist. This means the artist's style is unlike any other artist's style. The species is unique to this region. This means the species can only be found in this particular region. The next phrase is be come close to doing something. Be come close to doing something means to almost do something, but not quite. He came close to winning the race. This means he almost won the race, but didn't. She is close to finishing the project. This means she is nearly done with the project. We were close to missing the flight. This means we almost missed the flight. The next phrase is be have something to do with something, somebody. Be have something to do with something, somebody means to be connected or related to something or somebody. This decision has a lot to do with the budget. This means the decision is strongly related to the budget. The accident has something to do with faulty equipment. This means the accident is related to the malfunctioning equipment. His behavior has nothing to do with the current situation. This means his behavior is not related to what is happening now. The next phrase is be in ruins. Be in ruins means to be in a state of complete destruction or decay. The building was in ruins after the earthquake. This means the building was completely destroyed after the earthquake. The old castle is now in ruins. This means the old castle is in a very dilapidated and damaged state. The city was in ruins after the war. This means the city was destroyed and in a state of decay after the war. The next phrase is lie in ruins. Lie in ruins means to remain in a state of destruction or decay. The ancient temple lies in ruins, untouched for centuries. This means the temple remains in a destroyed state, with no repairs or restoration. The old town now lies in ruins after the bombings. This means the town is left in a destroyed state after the bombings. The building lay in ruins for many years before it was rebuilt. This means the building remained destroyed for a long time before reconstruction took place. The next phrase is fall apart. Fall apart means to break into pieces or to fail completely. The old chair started to fall apart. This means the chair began to break or disintegrate. Their relationship fell apart after a few months. This means their relationship ended or failed completely. The book was so old that the pages started to fall apart. This means the pages of the book began to break or become damaged. The next phrase is go up in smoke. Go up in smoke means to be destroyed or wasted, usually in an unexpected way. All his hard work went up in smoke when the project was canceled. This means his efforts were completely wasted when the project was stopped. The plan to build a new school went up in smoke after the funding was withdrawn. This means the plan was destroyed when the money for it was taken away. Their dream of a perfect vacation went up in smoke when their flight was canceled. This means their dream vacation was ruined because of the flight cancellation. The next phrase is hit rock bottom. Hit rock bottom means to reach the worst or lowest point in a situation. He hit rock bottom after losing his job and home. This means he reached the worst point in his life after losing both his job and home. The company hit rock bottom during the financial crisis. This means the company reached its worst point due to the financial crisis. She felt like she had hit rock bottom after her breakup. This means she felt she had reached the lowest point in her life after the breakup. The next phrase is bear left. Bear left means to turn left when following a path or direction. Bear left at the next intersection. This means turn left at the next crossroad or junction. The road will bear left just after the bridge. This means the road will turn to the left just after the bridge. Bear left when you reach the fork in the road. This means take the left path when you come to the fork. The next phrase is bear right. Bear right means to turn right when following a path or direction. Bear right at the next roundabout. This means turn right at the next roundabout. The road bears right just before the tunnel. This means the road turns to the right just before the tunnel. Bear right when you reach the sign for the park. This means take the right path when you come to the sign. The next phrase is beat about the bush. Beat about the bush means to avoid talking directly about a topic or issue. Stop beating about the bush and tell me what happened. This means stop avoiding the topic and just tell me what happened. He was beating about the bush during the interview. This means he was avoiding answering the main question during the interview. She tends to beat about the bush instead of getting to the point. This means she avoids addressing the main topic directly. The next phrase is beat around the bush. Beat around the bush means to talk in an indirect way, avoiding the main topic. Quit beating around the bush and give me a straight answer. This means stop avoiding the main issue and answer directly. He's been beating around the bush for too long. This means he has been avoiding talking directly about the main issue for a long time. Stop beating around the bush and just tell me what you want. This means stop avoiding the direct conversation and tell me your intentions. The next phrase is before you know it. Before you know it means something will happen very quickly or sooner than expected. She finished her work before you know it. This means she completed her work very quickly. The summer vacation will be over before you know it. This means the vacation will end sooner than you think. He managed to solve the problem before you know it. This means he solved the problem quickly and unexpectedly. The next phrase is behind the times. Behind the times means to be old-fashioned or not aware of current trends or technology. His ideas are behind the times and no longer relevant. This means his ideas are outdated and not useful anymore. The company is behind the times when it comes to technology. This means the company is old-fashioned and uses outdated technology. She is behind the times in fashion and still wears clothes from years ago. This means she is not aware of current fashion trends and wears old clothes. The next phrase is better, faster, happier, etc. than ever. Better, faster, happier, etc. than ever means something has improved or is at its best level. She is happier than ever after the promotion. This means she is very happy, even more so than before. The team is performing better than ever this season. This means the team is doing exceptionally well, better than in previous seasons. The technology is faster than ever, making tasks easier. This means the technology has improved and is faster than it has ever been. The next phrase is bit by bit. Bit by bit means slowly and gradually in small steps. She learned to play the piano bit by bit. This means she learned the piano gradually, one step at a time. Bit by bit, the house was renovated and improved. This means the house was renovated slowly and over time. The project came together bit by bit, with every team member contributing. This means the project progressed gradually with small contributions from everyone. The next phrase is bounce back. Bounce back means to recover or return to a normal state after a setback. After the loss, the team bounced back and won the next game. This means the team recovered quickly from the loss and won the next match. She bounced back from her illness and is feeling great now. This means she recovered from her illness and is now healthy. The economy is starting to bounce back after the recession. This means the economy is recovering and improving after a period of decline. The next phrase is break even. Break even means to reach a point where your income equals your expenses, so there is no profit or loss. The business finally broke even after 6 months. This means the business made enough money to cover its costs, but did not make a profit. After paying all expenses, they only broke even on the event. This means the event did not generate any profit, only covering the costs. The company hopes to break even by the end of the year. This means the company aims to reach a point where its income and expenses are balanced. The next phrase is bring something to an end. Bring something to an end means to finish or stop something. The meeting was brought to an end after 2 hours. This means the meeting finished after 2 hours. They decided to bring the project to an end due to lack of funds. This means they decided to stop the project because there was not enough money. The team brought the game to an end with a last-minute goal. This means the team finished the game with a goal scored at the last moment. The next phrase is broaden, expand, widen your horizons. Broaden, expand, widen your horizons means to increase your knowledge, experience, or understanding by learning new things. Traveling to new countries helped me broaden my horizons. This means traveling allowed me to gain new experiences and learn more about the world. Reading books on different subjects can expand your horizons. This means reading can help you learn more and understand different ideas. Studying abroad can widen your horizons and give you a new perspective on life. This means studying in another country can help you see things from a different point of view. The next phrase is broken English, Spanish, etc. Broken English, Spanish, etc. refers to a way of speaking a language with mistakes or without full fluency. He speaks broken English but is still understandable. This means he speaks English with mistakes or in an imperfect way, but people can still understand him. She tried to speak Spanish, but it was broken Spanish. This means her Spanish had many errors or was not fluent. His broken English made it difficult for others to understand him at times. This means his way of speaking English was not clear, making communication harder. The next phrase is brush something away. Brush something away means to remove something by brushing or to dismiss something quickly. She brushed the dust away from the table. This means she removed the dust by wiping it off the table. He tried to brush away his feelings of anger but couldn't. This means he attempted to ignore or dismiss his anger, but it didn't work. She brushed away her worries and continued with her day. This means she ignored her worries and moved forward without letting them affect her. The next phrase is brush something off. Brush something off means to ignore or dismiss something, especially something that might be upsetting. He brushed off the criticism and kept working. This means he ignored the negative feedback and continued working. She brushed off the argument and went out with her friends. This means she ignored the argument and decided to enjoy her time with friends. Don't brush off your responsibilities. This means you should not ignore or avoid your duties. The next phrase is brush up on something. Brush up something means to refresh or improve your knowledge or skills in a particular area. I need to brush up on my Spanish before the trip. This means I need to review or refresh my Spanish skills before traveling. He brushed up on his math skills before the exam. This means he reviewed or improved his knowledge of math before taking the test. She brushed up on her cooking techniques by taking a class. This means she improved her cooking skills by learning more in a class. The next phrase is bubble over with confidence. Bubble over with confidence means to show or feel a lot of confidence in a noticeable way. She bubbled over with confidence during her speech. This means she showed a lot of confidence while speaking. He bubbled over with confidence after receiving the award. This means he felt very confident and proud after winning the award. She was bubbling over with confidence on her first day at the new job. This means she felt extremely confident when she started her new job. The next phrase is bubble over with enthusiasm. Bubble over with enthusiasm means to show or feel a lot of excitement and energy. He bubbled over with enthusiasm when he heard the good news. This means he was very excited and happy when he received the news. She bubbled over with enthusiasm as she talked about her new project. This means she was very excited and eager when discussing her new project. The children bubbled over with enthusiasm during the holiday celebrations. This means the children were full of excitement and joy during the celebrations. The next phrase is build something up or build up something. Build something up or build up something means to gradually increase or improve something over time. She worked hard to build up her business. This means she put effort into growing and improving her business. He built up his strength through regular exercise. This means he gradually increased his physical strength by working out regularly. The team built up their confidence before the big game. This means the team gradually became more confident as they prepared for the game. The next phrase is bump into somebody. Bump into somebody means to meet someone unexpectedly or by chance. I bumped into my old friend at the mall. This means I met my old friend unexpectedly while at the mall. He bumped into his colleague on the way to work. This means he ran into his colleague by chance while heading to work. She bumped into her teacher at the grocery store. This means she met her teacher unexpectedly while shopping. The next phrase is burning ambition. Burning ambition means a strong and intense desire to achieve something. He has a burning ambition to become a doctor. This means he strongly wants to become a doctor and works hard towards that goal. Her burning ambition to succeed drove her to study day and night. This means her strong desire to succeed motivated her to study constantly. She pursued her burning ambition to be a famous artist. This means she was determined and passionate about becoming a well-known artist. The next phrase is burning desire. Burning desire means a very strong, intense, and passionate wish or craving for something. He had a burning desire to travel the world. This means he really wanted to travel and explore different countries. She has a burning desire to help those in need. This means she feels a strong passion to assist people who require help. His burning desire to win pushed him to train harder. This means his intense wish to win motivated him to put in more effort in training. The next phrase is by all accounts. By all accounts means according to what everyone says or based on all available information. By all accounts, she is an excellent teacher. This means everyone agrees that she is a great teacher. By all accounts, the concert was a huge success. This means, according to everyone's opinion, the concert was very successful. The restaurant, by all accounts, serves the best pizza in town. This means, based on what people say, the restaurant is known for having the best pizza. The next phrase is by and large. By and large means generally speaking, or in most cases. By and large, the project has been a success. This means overall, the project has been successful. By and large, the team performed well this season. This means in general, the team did well throughout the season. By and large, the event went smoothly despite a few issues. This means overall, the event was successful, even though there were some problems. The next phrase is by law. By law means something that is required or allowed according to the law. By law, you must wear a seatbelt while driving. This means the law requires you to wear a seatbelt when you are driving. By law, all workers must receive a minimum wage. This means the law mandates that all workers should be paid at least a certain amount. By law, the company must provide health insurance to its employees. This means the law requires the company to offer health insurance to its workers. The next phrase is by means of. By means of means using a particular method or way to achieve something. She solved the problem by means of a new technique. This means she used a new technique to solve the problem. They traveled to the city by means of a train. This means they used a train as their mode of transportation. By means of teamwork, they completed the project ahead of schedule. This means they accomplished the project by working together as a team. The next phrase is by no means. By no means means not at all or in no way. By no means was he responsible for the accident. This means he was definitely not responsible for the accident. The task was by no means easy, but they finished it on time. This means the task was not easy at all, but they managed to finish it. By no means will we allow this to happen again. This means we will absolutely not let this happen again. The next phrase is not by any means. Not by any means is similar to by no means and means not at all or in no way. The problem is not by any means solved yet. This means the problem is not solved at all. He is not by any means a beginner in this field. This means he is definitely not a beginner. He has a lot of experience. The job is not by any means easy, but it's rewarding. This means the job is certainly not easy, but it has its rewards. The next phrase is by way of something. By way of something means as a method or means of doing something or as a route to something. She gave a detailed explanation by way of a PowerPoint presentation. This means she used a PowerPoint presentation as a method to explain things. We entered the building by way of the side entrance. This means we used the side entrance to enter the building. By way of introduction, let me tell you a bit about myself. This means as a way to start, I will talk briefly about myself. The next phrase is call an election. Call an election means to officially announce or set a date for an election. The government will call an election next month. This means the government will announce or set a date for the election next month. The president called an election after his term ended. This means the president officially set a date for the election when his term was over. They called an election to choose a new mayor. This means they set a date for the election to select a new mayor. The next phrase is call a meeting. Call a meeting means to arrange or organize a meeting. The manager called a meeting to discuss the project's progress. This means the manager organized a meeting to talk about how the project is going. She called a meeting with her team to plan the new strategy. This means she arranged a meeting with her team to discuss the strategy. We need to call a meeting to address the recent issues. This means we need to organize a meeting to talk about and solve the issues. The next phrase is call on somebody to do something. Call on somebody to do something means to ask or request someone to do something, often in a formal way. The teacher called on the student to answer the question. This means the teacher asked the student to respond to the question. He called on the community to help with the fundraiser. This means he asked the community to support the fundraising effort. The president called on the citizens to vote in the election. This means the president urged the citizens to participate in the election. The next phrase is can work something. Can work something means to be able to operate or use something effectively. She can work the new software without any problems. This means she is able to use the new software effectively. He can work the machinery with ease. This means he is skilled at operating the machinery. I can work the computer after some training. This means I can learn how to use the computer with some practice. The next phrase is know how to work something. Know how to work something means to have the skills or knowledge to operate or use something. She knows how to work a camera very well. This means she has the skills to use a camera effectively. He knows how to work a blender to make smoothies. This means he understands how to use a blender for making smoothies. They know how to work the system to get the best results. This means they understand how to use the system in the most effective way. The next phrase is capture somebody's attention, imagination, interest. Capture somebody's attention, imagination, interest means to make someone notice or become interested in something. The speaker's story captured the audience's attention. This means the speaker's story made everyone listen and focus on it. The new book captured her imagination. This means the book made her think about creative or interesting ideas. The movie's trailer captured my interest right away. This means the trailer made me want to watch the movie. The next phrase is catch on. Catch on means to become popular or to understand something. The new fashion trend is starting to catch on. This means the new fashion trend is becoming popular. It took me a while to catch on to how the game is played. This means it took me some time to understand the rules of the game. His idea is beginning to catch on in the industry. This means his idea is starting to become accepted or successful in the industry. The next phrase is catch your breath. Catch your breath means to stop for a moment and breathe deeply, especially after physical activity. After running up the stairs, I needed a moment to catch my breath. This means I had to pause and breathe deeply after running. She caught her breath after climbing the hill. This means she stopped to rest and breathe after the climb. Take a break to catch your breath before continuing the workout. This means stop and rest for a moment before continuing. The next phrase is get your breath back. Get your breath back means to recover your normal breathing after physical exertion. It took me a few minutes to get my breath back after the sprint. This means it took me a few minutes to start breathing normally after running fast. He had to sit down to get his breath back after the workout. This means he needed to rest and recover his breathing after exercising. Take a deep breath to get your breath back after the climb. This means take a moment to breathe deeply and recover after climbing. The next word is cater. Cater means to provide food, services, or support for an event or group of people. They will cater the event with a variety of dishes. This means they will provide food for the event. The company caters to weddings and special occasions. This means the company provides services for weddings and special events. We hired a catering service to cater our office party. This means we hired a service to provide food for our office party. The next phrase is cater for somebody. Cater for somebody means to provide food, services, or support specifically for someone. The hotel catered for the guests during the conference. This means the hotel provided food and services for the guests at the conference. They catered for the elderly residents at the nursing home. This means they provided meals and services for the elderly people. The restaurant caters for tourists visiting the city. This means the restaurant provides food and services for tourists. The next phrase is cater for something. Cater for something means to provide what is needed for a particular purpose or group. The school caters for children with special needs. This means the school provides support and services for children with special needs. This shop caters for those who are looking for organic products. This means the shop provides products for people who want organic items. The event caterers will cater for all dietary requirements. This means the caterers will provide food suitable for all dietary needs. The next phrase is cater to somebody. Cater to somebody means to do things for someone in order to please or serve them. The hotel staff catered to the needs of the guests. This means the hotel staff provided services to please the guests. They always cater to their customers' demands. This means they try to satisfy everything their customers ask for. He tends to cater to his boss's requests at work. This means he does everything to fulfill his boss's needs or wishes. The next phrase is cater to something. Cater to something means to provide or focus on a particular need, interest, or desire. The store caters to customers who are interested in fitness products. This means the store provides products specifically for people interested in fitness. The company caters to the growing demand for electric cars. This means the company focuses on providing electric cars to meet the demand. The restaurant caters to people who enjoy vegan food. This means the restaurant provides food for people who follow a vegan diet. The next phrase is certainly not. Certainly not means definitely not or in no way. I'm certainly not going to the party tonight. This means I am definitely not going to the party. That's certainly not the right answer. This means that answer is definitely incorrect. He is certainly not interested in that idea. This means he is definitely not interested in the idea.